This episode of Around the Oval is brought to you by Todd Pennington with Revolution Mortgage. Hey, Ohio State fans, Alex Gleitman here with another special edition of Around the Oval podcast. We have another commitment special. We're here with the latest Ohio State commit, Bennett Christian, tight end, class of 2022 from Georgia. He joins an already excellent Ohio State recruiting class for the class of 2022, the current junior class. Bennett, congratulations on your commitment. Thanks for joining the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And, now that you have officially announced things publicly, how does it feel to be a Buckeye?
It feels absolutely amazing. I can't, undescribable. That's the word I'm looking for. It's something that I've actually been wanting for my whole life. It's been my dream to play college football, especially at a team like Ohio State. So it's just so surreal for all this to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's definitely, you're one of the 1% that get the opportunity to play college football and go to school for free, but let alone play for a school like Ohio State. So you certainly should be proud of those accomplishments. I think the big question everyone wants to know is, what was it about Ohio State? I mean, you had some pretty big offers. I know at the end it was kind of Penn State, Tennessee, where you're a legacy, right? Like your parents went, and then Ohio State. I mean, what was it about the Buckeyes that made them the pick for you?
Really, the main thing was the relationship with the coaching staff there is absolutely amazing. I love Coach Wilson, I love Coach Day, I love Coach Hannon, I love Coach Fleming. Those are really the main four I've been talking to throughout my recruitment there. But not only that, I mean, it's the best team in the nation without a doubt. It's a place where I could really see myself fitting in. I felt at home when I was up there on my visit. It's something where I've been wanting to like back before they first offered me, even before we were talking, like months before that, they've always been really high on my list. And only because I fell in love with the program and what they do up there. It's a great school. I'm really happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I guess my question to you is, when did you know that Ohio State was the place for you? Because I know when you made that visit a few weeks back, just to drive up, I think you're with your dad. I don't know if anyone else was with you, but you checked out campus, you checked out the city, and everything kind of the town and stuff had to offer. But you had never been to Ohio State before that. So when did you know that Ohio State was the place for you? Was it on that visit, or was it kind of a little bit before that, and that just kind of reaffirmed what you were feeling?
So really kind of what you just said. It was really like a thing where I kind of I really liked the camp, or not the campus. I really liked the team even before that. But make it kind of like a sure thing. I wanted to visit the campus. And all like that. I mean, it really was 50-50 between Ohio State and Tennessee, but really that visit kind of just showed me like, man, that's where I want to be at home. So really just that visit kind of reassured that's where I want to be.
Yeah, and when you told, I know Ohio State staff has known for a little bit that this was going to be your decision. You wanted to wait till your birthday on September 1st to make this announcement. When you told Coach Wilson and Coach Day and Coach Hinton and Coach Fleming and the rest of the staff that you were going to be a Buckeye, what was their reaction?
This is kind of, I'll give you a little story. So me and my dad were driving home, and I said, Dad, I mean, I think this is the place to go. I've been praying about it for a while now. I think God's opened a lot of doors and closed some doors all led to this, because all roads lead to Columbus, baby. So I called Coach Day. I said, Coach, listen, if it's okay with you, I'd like to be a Buckeye. He was extremely happy. He said, tell Coach Wilson right now, he'd be jumping out of his skin. So we got on the phone with Coach Wilson. Coach Day has already come on Coach Wilson. We got on a conference call. It's all good. So that's where I first kind of how it happened, where I committed.
Yeah, and it seems like the comfort level with the staff was a big reason for your decision. But I think there's obviously opportunity for you when you arrive on campus. I mean, after, who knows what's going to happen with this upcoming season, but guys like Luke Farrell and Jake Hausman are going to be moving on. Jeremy Ruckert is going to be a senior if he returns for the 2021 season. You have Joe Royer, you have Cade Stover, but those are young guys who haven't really played. There's going to be an opportunity for you to come in as a freshman and make an immediate impact. What has the staff told you about that, and how much did that play into your decision?
Right. So really, the main thing is, this is college football. The best player plays, and that's this is a mentality I have to have. I always tell everybody this. I would never say this to anybody. This is kind of what this is the most humble I can say it. Not cocky at all. This is what I tell in my mind. I say to myself, no one can play. No one can compete with me. And that's like when I'm going against someone on a board drill or like a one-on-one. I say, this kid cannot compete with me. And that would, of course, I would never tell that to him, because that's not who I am. But that's kind of my mindset going anywhere I go. I think having that mindset really helps me compete and earn a spot. So really, I know this place. I'm not promised any playing time at Ohio State. I know that, and so that's why I had to work even harder to get there, and I can make an immediate impact like that.
Yeah, and I've watched your film. I see that you're a more than capable blocker. You also can go out, run some routes, create some separation, go up and get the ball, high point it over, shorter defenders. Those skills are certainly going to be valuable for you when you get to Ohio State. What has the staff told you about how they plan to use you in the offense?
Right. So basically, if you watch Blake, you watch Ruck. They are both amazing players, and they're both really good route runners. But at the same time, they're good blockers. So that's kind of like I think the main reason they like me so much is I can do both. The main thing I give from them, they say I'm really complete as a tight end, which means like as you said, I could block and catch. And that's the thing. In my offense, we run a power I, so I really don't get a chance to get all the passes in the world. But I mean, we run 90% of the time, past 10%. But when I get the chance, I have to go and make the play on the ball. And so that's kind of what they're saying up there. I mean, as you know, Ohio State says they don't use their tight ends a lot, but my answer to that is, look at their receivers, look at their running backs, they're the best personnel in the nation. And so having all that talent around one area, you don't really have to rely as heavily on one position. And so really that's never a problem to me. I think they're going to develop my skills more than any school could. That's also another factor why I chose Ohio State.
Yeah, their track record speaks for itself. Even though maybe their guys aren't first-round picks, they've been putting tight ends in the NFL nearly every year after those guys are done with their eligibility. So hopefully the same goes for you. I know maybe I've watched your film, but maybe not all the fans on our site or in Buckeyeverse have kind of seen it. Tell us a little bit about what do you do well on the football field, and what are some things you want to work on?
Well, my main thing is I have to be better at every position. I never get at one. And not position, every attribute, every ability I have. So that's one thing. If my blocking doesn't look as good, I'm gonna work on that for a while. If my catching is off, I'm gonna catch jug machine balls all day. If my route running is not good, I'm gonna go run some routes, get crispy with my trainer. Whatever I can do to be a better player is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in the work to be the best I can be at the end of the day. I pray that God will just keep me healthy on this whole process. I know He will. He's a good God. I pray that I stay the best of my ability. I stay physically safe. And so really that's the main reason. You never be too good at anything, so I always work on everything.
And what I was gonna say, what do you feel that you're gonna bring the program, not only on the field but off the field as well? A locker room presence, a leader, someone in the community. What are you gonna be bringing Ohio State as kind of the complete package?
Well, really, the main thing is I'm told a lot, but I'm really outgoing as a person. So whenever I can help with anything like social that the team does, I'm always gonna be the one that kind of will try to help people in need. Maybe go to junior programs, help people out there. If it's a church, always give to the churches. Really do anything to the anything I can help for the town. Because when you're there, it's a family aspect. So really gotta be a part of the team and be family.
Yeah, there's plenty of opportunity to do that. You always see those guys on social media hanging out and doing stuff, giving back to the community, and it will be good to see you as a part of that. You are going to be coming into this to Ohio State with a number of other excellent players. Right now the class of 2022 is loaded with some top talent. Have you gotten a chance to know any of those guys at all? Before you committed?
Yeah, me and actually CJ Hicks been talking on some Snapchat and stuff like that. So, he's actually one of the first people that actually knew I was committed. So really, I think we'll all get along good. I haven't really met anyone else yet. But I think when we do, I'm pretty sure we'll all click pretty good. So.
Yeah, and now that you're committed, I was going to ask, are you someone who's going to try to go out and help recruit others for the class? Or are you someone who's going to just kind of sit back and be a little bit more passive with that?
Right. So, I'll definitely try to help get some players come here. I think obviously he wouldn't want to go to Ohio State. It's the best team in the nation, best team, one of the best programs ever. So really it's really selling. So I think a lot of kids who get a chance to play here, how can you turn that down? It's an amazing program, along with amazing coaches, along with an amazing team. So really, I think that alone is really appealing for a recruit. And so I'm going to do whatever I can to, help Ohio State out and get some recruits to come here.
Absolutely. And you're in a good spot to do that. Being down in Georgia, they recruit a lot of Georgia guys, and it's hard to pull those guys out of SEC country. So they're definitely going to need your help a little bit.
Yes, sir, for sure. I'm there to help.
Cool. And two more questions. You're going to be spending anywhere from 3 to 5 years at Ohio State. What are your goals, both your individual goals and your team goals for your time in Columbus?
Right. For as an individual it goes, I'm just going to be the best person I can be on and off the field. I think whatever I can do to help the team, I'm going to do my best to do that. As far as more individual, like I just said, I'm going to try to, just increase my game anywhere I can, become a better passer or a better, receiver, become a better blocker. And so I think Coach Wilson really helped develop that. And for as a team goal, and then we're to win some national championships, bring some more back to Columbus. I think it's a shame because I think this year they would have a really good chance. Their team is absolutely amazing this year, so it sucks that they can't play. But hopefully, Big Ten will change their mind. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what Ohio State fans like to hear. They like to hear about championships. So if you can help bring them at least one, you're kind of enshrined forever in their hearts. So last question, we're going to go away from football for a second. When you're not playing football, when you're not in the weight room, let the fans get to know Bennett Christian off the field. What do you like to do with your spare time?
Right. Well, as y'all know, I'm a Southern boy from Georgia. I love to fish. I love to hang out with my friends. I love to play pickup basketball. I mean, I really love basketball. My thing is, football kind of took over this last season. So really, that's like the main reason I wouldn't be playing right now. If I could, I'd be playing for the team and I would try out or whatever. But hang out with my friends, fishing. What else is there? I mean, I do a lot of stuff. I hope y'all think I'm lame, but that's just like the main stuff I'd be doing if I. I was thinking my friends before we go do stuff.
That's good. I mean, listen, there's only so many hours in a day, and you obviously spend a lot of that trying to improve your game on the field and be a kid and be a student and be a son too. So, that's awesome, Bennett. We appreciate you joining the show. We congratulate you again on your commitment, and we're looking forward to covering you the next few years. Good luck this year and your upcoming season.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Bucks.
This episode of Around the Oval was brought to you by Todd Pennington with Renovation Mortgage. If you've been thinking about refinancing or buying a house, check out our sponsor, Todd Pennington with Revolution Mortgage. They offer low rates for refinancing and home purchase loans, including first-time home buyer programs, down payment assistance, and cash-out home equity loans. Check out revolutionmortgage.com/tpennington.